Hello folks, and welcome back to The Long Dark, a Noob's Journey. This is actually episode 3, and I am the noob. If you watched my first two videos, you will know that I'm not a complete noob. I'm just about half noob. I'm more than half noob. I did do a playthrough. Spent a few days learning how to operate the controls, learning how to craft, learning how to get eaten by wolves, and a few other things just so that when I actually did this, I could survive for more than 15 minutes. So we are in the fog. Yay. I love fog. To recap so far, we are on Mystery Lake, and we're leaving the logging. There's a wolf. We're leaving the logging camp, and he is coming this way. So I figured out how to do something, because it doesn't tell you where you're aiming at, but if I drop something, then I get a white dot. Let's try one more time. A little bit of leeway. Okay, so we're going to get out of here while the getting's good. Because I don't have the ammunition for a long battle. And I really don't want to fool with wolves right now. I've been looking for a pistol and I have not found one. Oh yay, wolves are up ahead of me. Scared that one away. I am pretty sure I can find some more ammo in the hydro dam. So that should help me out. I would like to find a pistol. That way it'll make fighting the wolves a little bit easier. At least scare them away. We got something dead ahead of us. The crows are letting me know that. And as I said in the beginning, and in the other two videos, I did do a playthrough, about 30 days worth, on this map and on Pleasant Valley. I did go into Coastal Highway a little bit, just so that I could see where everything, not everything, but see the transition areas. And I don't remember if I went in there or not. I don't think I did. So I'm going to save that. Now one thing that I do want to check out is right up in there. I watched a YouTube video, and I think I can get out here without breaking something. Watched a YouTube video of a person that went around and showed these prepper caches. And a prepper's cache is a bunker. They randomly spawn on just two of the maps. This one in Pleasant Valley. I think there are 7 different locations they can be at. So each one's a little bit different. There's firewood, one predominantly clothing, a couple of them for food, and the one for weapons. So when I did my first little playthrough, it spawned me next, or right near the lodge on this map. So I went up to where the weapons one was and actually did find the weapons. So that was pretty cool. That set me up pretty good for that playthrough. When I decided to do a Noob's version of it, I actually started, and it's not here. I actually started the videos, 3 episodes. There was a prepper's cache here, and I think it was located like right in here. It was, I don't remember which one it was. It had food and things like that in it. That, when I tried to upload the videos to YouTube, the first one, something was wrong with it, and YouTube wouldn't allow me to load it. So I had to begin this again. A lot of it wouldn't have made, second video wouldn't have made a lot of sense without the first one. So we're getting rather cold out. Our temperature is dropping. Temperature outside is not really conducive to traveling, and I don't have much of a choice. I need to make it over to the hydro dam. And hopefully I can find some ammo there. Here's a deer carcass. Right now I have no stink bars, and I think I want to keep it that way for the time being. I don't want to tempt fate unless I have to. So this area straight ahead is a hydro dam and some trailers.
Damn, I'm freezing.
But there's also a wolf that hangs out over here. I've seen him over here. He's come up through here once. And he's been over here at these trailers. So we're going to try to avoid him as best we can. Try to get in the dam so that we can hopefully find some better clothing and some more ammunition. Alright, I think we are relatively safe here. I believe I heard somebody say that wolves will not come into this area, even with the gate open. And I don't want to take that chance, so I shut the gate behind me. So welcome to the Carter Hydro Dam. Spawning on this map, you get some good loot. So let's see what we can find here. Okay.
I don't need this anymore.
On a trash can to drop my weight down. Go looting. Another thing we'll do before we leave the hydro dam here, some of our clothing. Put those down there. Fluffy has escaped and is no longer here. That one, because I'm okay. So that takes our bit. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna loot this place, and I have most. I'm not going to hit one of some of the electrical wires. The electrical lines will come back to life, and I'm afraid it actually to me between night. Not some work gloves. I'll take them. Put this rifle away. Hopefully I didn't throw it in there. Nope.
This'll come in handy.
Oh yeah. That is only the second one of those I found. I found my first one in the original playthrough that I did. Pistol ammo. The original Noob playthrough. I found one of those on day 2. Like I said, the video got corrupted and I was not able to save it. So I had to begin again. Nothing down there. Okay, so we've checked over safe here. I forgot about that. So let's work the safe. So that was about 28. Back to 0. $29. 29 and 21. That was more like 22. Ah, that was close. And we'll see what it gives me.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Don't need money. I think you can burn money. Not sure. I have not seen anybody do that. So the Carter Hydro Dam can be a tricky place. Like I said, when the Aurora starts working, did I check that? These electrical wires along the floor get current. Pry bar. And if you step on them, you can get shocked. Another down vest. More rifle ammo. That's what I'm talking about. Tools. And I'm getting heavy. Something hanging off the side is sticking.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I need it. And we'll check all these drawers. Take everything I find. Put it in the cabinets at the entrance. And then I will go through it. So definitely take that. What am I stuck on? Game makes me laugh sometimes because I've seen people walk down sheer cliffs and not get hurt, but you can't step up over a pallet. Here. Nothing under there. It's a container. Cardboard box. And lockers.
I'll take it.
Look under there. Gotta look at all of the corners in this game. You never know where something is going to spawn at.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Like that, a rifle cartridge. Scrap metal I'll take. Take all the water. It's really good toilet water.
Let's say it a lot because I love horses.
And before I go any further, because I did get the well-fed bonus, and I want to make sure I keep that. At least in the beginning here, because it allows me to carry more. And I don't know where I will decide to make a base or a camp at where I can store things. Mystery Lake, I believe, is a good area because it is in the center of a lot of stuff. Drink that. So to me, that just seems like a good area to set up and put all of your extra stuff in.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
That you don't necessarily need, but you may need in the future. Okay, so checked all that. Corner. Up there. This area, I came into the hydro dam a couple of times and could not figure out how to get into the offices. So I did a real thorough search and found this area, which I kept missing. For some reason I kept missing this doorway. So I believe from
This
this
will be
office you can see another part of the dam that we'll go into later on. Will actually be the next place we check out. But from that area I kept looking in here, couldn't figure out how to get in here. And again, it was a noob mistake. I did not know the area. And I really didn't pay as much attention when I watched other people play. So I just kept missing it. As I said in my first video, I am not a super huge gamer when it comes to first-person shooter games, which is why you see them. You see everything jumping around. I am not as young as I used to be. I don't have the dexterity I did when I was a kid.
This stuff will come in handy.
I watch people play the shooter games, and I'm amazed that they can aim and fire so quickly. And me, I'm trying to get the target in my gun sights. Okay, I'm going to turn my volume down a little bit for the gameplay. Before this game, I played mostly racing games.
I'll take it.
Oh yes, I'll definitely take that. Racing games, and played a game called World of Tanks. And played it for several years. Until recently, it got kind of annoying to play it. It was a fun game in the beginning. Not so fun now.
Hope nobody needs
You
this
have
anymore.
people that don't want to really play the game. They just want to screw up everyone else's game. And for me, that was just finally got to the point where I said I really don't need the aggravation. So I was looking for something new to play, and I started watching videos of different games. I ran across this one and really enjoyed watching it. And I thought one day I'm going to get that game. I didn't even know it had come out on Xbox One until my stepson found it. Give me just a second. Yep. So all that herky-jerky movement there, that was my buddy,
Probably useful.
Cat. And he decides he wants to come up here and lay on my laptop. It seems to be his favorite place to lay down.
This'll come in handy.
Definitely come in handy. I did not open here. In the couple of times I've been in here, I have not seen a weapon inside of the hydro dam. Still hoping to find one. Wrong way. Here's where I need to come up. Check out locker. Nope.
I think I can use this.
It's 3 magnifying glasses I found. So let's drop loot. Drop all of these. And that we will wear. We don't need it inside the hydro dam. And I'm not going to set it down because I will forget about it. First time I played the game, I actually went and left my sleeping bag. And got caught by a bear in the area. And had to run into a cave. Figured, oh, it's okay, I'll just stay in here. And realized I didn't have my sleeping bag. Time of day, we still have a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is explore this next part here. And we're not going into the lower dam until tomorrow. Down here. So when the aurora comes out, all of these red wires become electrified. If you try to step on them or step over them, you get electrocuted. Go on here and go up. So nothing up here. And in the old game, when Fluffy was still here, one of the things I saw people do was run up those as soon as they walked down here, because this is where Fluffy would be. And then wait for Fluffy to come up the stairs and try to kill him with a bow. Oh, we have a revolver. So I guess weapons do spawn inside of here. Take that image bar. No, we won't. I'm very cautious with food. Because on that other playthrough that I did, the other playthrough that I did, I got food poisoning 3 times. Once was on purpose. But the other 2 were accidental. I ate food that was just a little bit off.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
It was in the 30s. But then I did eat a tin of sardines that was 51%, and it gave me food poisoning. I do not like sardines, either in the game or in real life. Oh, That's excellent. MRE can be a lifesaver. And I have had my share of MREs. I spent 9 years in the U.S. Army, and I have eaten a lot of them. But I've eaten a lot of the old school MREs. Back in the 80s and 90s, so I am dating myself a little bit. We only had 5 kinds of MREs. And none of them tasted very good. Except for the Frankfurters. I really like that. Hot dogs. But the one that most people hated was the dehydrated beef patty, which was a hamburger with no liquid in it. And soldiers used to, they trade you 4 MREs for 1, just so they wouldn't have to eat the beef patty. Well, I went and I found a cookbook. And I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was an MRE cookbook, and it was written by a Special Forces Sergeant Major, I believe it was. And what he did... Oh, I was wrong. Okay, so I was able to get into this. Okay, I'm just a little turned around. Anyway, what he did was, in the cookbook, he showed you how to mix things up in the right proportions and how to rehydrate everything to make an MRE taste good. And once I figured out how to do that and use the ingredients that came in an MRE with a few ingredients that I would always carry to the field with me, I could make a dehydrated beef patty taste almost like a McDonald's hamburger. Which either goes to show the quality of my cooking skills or the lack of quality in some McDonald's hamburgers. So what I want to do now, I want to drop that. Because this is the only place I could find in here where you could cook. There may be others. I just couldn't find them. So now we have our good start. I have both weapons. I have ammunition for both weapons. And I'll be able to either scare away the wolves or fight them off. And one of the things that I do want to do is I want to get the wolfskin coat. See what that's all about. So I don't need those because I got a knife. I don't put that in there, but I do want to put scrap metal so I know where it's at. And then I also want to drop these tools. I found 2 of them. So simple tools, you have simple tools and you have quality tools. Simple tools are in the blue container, quality tools in the red, and some things that you craft or fix or whatever in here requires that you have either simple tools or quality tools. So let's see what we got here. Okay, all of that stuff is good because I'm going to leave with most of this, so I will leave that on. Need 2 crowbars. The flashlight will work, but I believe it has to be... wow. Oh crap, I forgot to pick up our other lantern. Well, here's noob mistake number 1. Check all your gear before you leave a place. So I am going to, I'll place that over on the desk so that I know where it's at. In case I come back. And we're going to put it up here. And since I did pick up scrap metal, I'm going to use that, and I don't know if simple tools or if it requires quality tools. Repair. I guess it doesn't say. Okay, let's give this a try. Fix up our lantern. 63. Let's get that other one. Hold the button. And
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
actions, repair, try to repair it. Ah, I failed. Okay, but I got 63%, which is better than being in the 30s. So let's go ahead and we'll drop those. And I have food on me, so it's getting on to dark. So what I want to do is see if I can repair while we still have some light. Seeing if I can repair some clothing. So, that's not what I want. I think what I want's in here. Yes. That's for that, and that. And those. And those. And that also. Because I'm not sure about that, if it's any good or not. So let's take a look at the clothing options we have now. Looks like jeans, we don't have any options. We're there. They're 78, so they're pretty good. 69, 74. Ooh. Well, it's warmer, but it doesn't offer much wind resistance, protection, or basically anything other than warmth. And it's still at 84%. So 1.5, 4.4. Doesn't offer wind resistance, but it is warmer. Let's go ahead and wear it, and it gives us a warmth bonus of 23. So if I go over here, so it gives us 6 degrees of protection against the wind. And we're warmer, so I think I'm going to stick with that. And put that on. It still takes up to 23. And I thought I had So let's go back to clothing. Yeah, that's much better. So we will wear those two. And I will harvest these. And harvest that. Because I want to get a lot of cloth here. X and harvest. And let's try to pair this. Oh, that worked. I don't think I have enough daylight now to prepare anything else. Nope. So let's drink up. Drink our grape soda. And then we will... Oh, definitely not. So let's go to our Y button and see what we have on us. So we'll eat that. Eat that. And that. And we'll eat this one. And that I'm going to drop. I'm going to drink up. And I know I'm tired, but I really need to... Oh, I don't have a... See if I think I had another cleaning kit. Not that locker. Look in this locker. No. I only have one cleaning kit. Okay. Well, at least the pistol's at 76. Let's take a look at our knife. So I do have a whetstone. So I'm going to sharpen the knife up. And sharpen it again. Try to burn through a little bit of the night because when I wake up, I want enough daylight so that I can search without missing anything.
So tired.
And I'm going to have to do this anyway. I have to sharpen it up, so might as well do it at night. It'll take us up to 99. And then next I will do the hatchet, but not right now. Light that. Make sure that I'm in the right place here because I do not want anything to come alive on me at night. Here I'm going to place my bedroll, which needs some TLC also. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to drink up. And I'm going to get about 9 hours of sleep. And we'll see what the morning holds for us. What I'd like to do is be able to get through the rest of the hydro dam. So it is still dark. Drink up. You might as well rest for another hour. That'll make it daylight. Pick up my bedroll. Try to get in the habit of doing that so I don't lose it again. Or lose another one. And as I said, I did one playthrough, 30 days, to get used to the buttons and figure out how to do things. And on about day 20, or 25, somewhere around in there, I figured out that you can actually go into a lower level of the hydro dam. I saw this hatch here and I never paid it any attention. So there's a whole nother level down here. And what I was trying to do was find a way to Pleasant Valley.
I'll take it.
Broken arrow, another broken arrow. And I figured out that this is the way to Pleasant Valley. Of course, I didn't figure it out on my own. I watched another playthrough of somebody else.
Nobody needs this anymore.
And learned about it. Nothing in there.
This will come in handy.
Take it all and I'll sort it out later. So check that. File cabinets. It's really strange to have all these file cabinets in here and nothing in them. You'd think there'd be papers or something inside of them. And again, I guess that the people that were here when the collapse happened probably emptied everything out and used what they could. Nothing around here. Another knife. Eventually, I may not be able to find whetstones depending upon how long I survive here. And I won't be able to sharpen knives. So I will collect them in one location.
Huh. What over here?
I don't know if that's something that would respawn over time or at some point you just can't sharpen anything anymore.
This'll come in handy.
No, it won't. In fact, I shouldn't have took that other one. That will come in handy. There's leather. And scrap metal. I will put all that upstairs so that I can find it.
I think I can use this.
Torch. Some more potential cloth. I think I got enough papers. Under staircases. Okay. Almost forgot to look under there.
This'll come in handy.
100%. I don't think I've ever found anything that was 100%. I do see another book. I like books. Gauntlets. I really like gauntlets. You would think gauntlets wouldn't be warm. They actually are. And I'm very thankful for those. That was a good locker.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Floppy disk. Don't see those anymore. Another whetstone. As I said before, I'm not a young individual. I remember the days of floppy disks. I remember when computers first came out, they didn't even have floppy disks. You recorded all of your information on a cassette tape. I was telling my sister that wait a minute. Saw something green there in the bottom.
Huh. What have we here?
That was a waste of time. So I was telling her that, hey, I posted my first YouTube video. And, and she asked me how it went. I said, pretty good.
I think I can
It
use
was a rough
this.
start. Trying to figure things out. And her son posts YouTube videos. And she asked me what I was having trouble with. Or when I sent the reply back. But my biggest problem was I didn't know where to put the 8 tracks in. So for some of y'all younger viewers, I'm speaking Greek. If you don't know what an 8-track player is, look it up on YouTube. Look it up on the internet. I actually still have a working 8-track player.
I'll take it.
And I've also got, you may have seen in an older individual's home, the big stereo cabinets. There used to be a piece of furniture. And you had record players, 8-track players, and radios, and a huge piece of furniture that would sit in the living room usually. I still have one of those that works very well. So this is the Carter Hydro Dam. One of the few places I know on this game. So 6 minutes, I can spare 6 minutes. So I am getting close to my time limit for this video. I'm going to try to hustle it back so that we can end in a fairly good place. Because I started to do things like, you know, if I was fixing clothing or something like that, I would just do it and not record that. But I think I do want to record it. Not just for viewers, but for myself, so I can go back and look at some of these videos and see if I have improved. Because I do like to improve in everything that I do. I do like comments. Give me feedback. You can't grow as an individual unless you get feedback. So I'm going to end the video here, and what I would like you to do is, if you liked it, click like. If you didn't, click dislike. This is not something that I'm going to do as a career. I'm just having a little bit of fun at it. And if you have feedback, please give me your feedback. I'd like to know on things that I can work on, things I can improve on. And just let me know what you think. So till the next one, y'all have a good one.